All right, C1x Updates. I think this is episode 14. 3 days in a row now. We got winter sweater on, which is exciting. It's that time of year. And like the past two videos, we're hopefully going to keep plugging away with some graphics. I did do a brief bit of work last night, off video. So we're working on these graphics yesterday in the video. Largely finished flight paths. Excuse me. Still kind of undecided on the background color of these labels, but we'll see. Around timeline. So there were a couple components that I wanted to make sure were in this that I just went and put the structure together for last night. First, I kind of like the idea of using these icons. We'll see how well they actually stick. But regardless of what I put in here, I wanted to put a legend up top for what the symbols represent. So we've got a little legend up here. I added whole par numbers with a par label below it. I've got a color coordinated thing here based on shot type selection. And then these white containers at the bottom, which appearance subject to change, but these are just going to show total number of strokes for the user, which should always add up to the total number of blocks we have, which is good, and then score to par. Score to par, and which maybe I just make this one single thing. We'll adjust. I just wanted to get them on the view so that we can start making it look pretty today. So first item, I'm still working off. This is literally, I just at one point wrote down all of these things. What's X'd off here is the stuff that I've already gone through. I mean, I could have scrolled up farther, I guess. But anywho, we're on to this view now. First item, add whole label on the left side, which we have. I do largely like the way that looks. That did not say whole. That's not going to be an efficient way to find it. Further up, I assume. Yeah. Font size 13. Updating fonts is still going to be something I'll do at the end, I guess. How big do I write whole over here? Not too much bigger. Font will help with that, I guess. Let's go 14. That does take it off center, which is annoying. Whole number across. It actually isn't centered at all right now. Row, cross-axis alignment, centered. Yeah, why would they not? Why would we not center them? Oh, and it has padding at the top. Why did we do that? Let's remove that. Okay, that's looking a little better. All right, we've got whole and whole numbers. Whole label on the left side, below whole is color legend for shot type, which is true. I guess outside of changing the font, that's probably good for now. Let's go to where that legend is at. Main shot content, left shot columns, top icon legend, color legend. Here we go. Okay. Do I like the blue and orange? Should we change colors? What whole column, shot chip, color, shot color, shot type. So that's probably what I should change here. So I guess we'll start by opening up the style presets. So many files. Oh, not there. Static bar shot chip backhand color shot chip forehand color All right, colors. I don't feel like I should really be using orange for something that already has an orange background. I could do red. Red would be okay. How are we doing the borders? Is it just container, color, with opacity? Okay. Sure. Sure. Putting too. Putting could be gray. I don't mind that, but we'll make that a variable as well. Shot chip put color. All right, so backhand color, not going to be orange. We can go blue. Let's do backhand is green. So this is going to be app theme colors dot. What greens do we have? Forest green, refined mid. Sure. This one I want to be blue. Progress electric blue. Yeah, I feel like we should. We can do that. Let's go. Lots of red options. Cherry red. And then this one can be the purple. Good. Purple light. Sure. And then this can be a graphite for gray. We'll go lightest. Okay. And now I need to actually use those colors. So backhand shot type, return, deep stats, colors. Shot chip backhand color. Okay, we'll copy and replace all these. Forehand, overhand, other. Okay, and then I need to go up to where I create that legend. And we'll do the same thing here. This, yeah, not going to be a const at that point. I was like, what are we talking about here? There we go. All right, and this will be backhand. This will be forehand and overhand. All right, so const, cross-axis alignment, center. They could actually be stacked vertically. Legend color row. Container color. Yeah, so let's actually do this. Main axis alignment, center, cross-axis alignment, center. And let's do this. Font size. Comma. Color. Black. And I do want to make sure when I update the fonts that I'm also updating the. Let's do a updating the max lines and overflow requirements as well. Okay. Overhand, other. Labels could be bigger. And it would be nice to even just lower that, which has got to be from this. Main axis alignment center. It's not. I wonder why. Shot type legend. What do we call that at? I call it row. All the way down. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's actually leave that at start. But then here, let's go const size box height 20, maybe? I just want some spacing above. Yeah. Okay. Maybe instead of other, we just put one of these. Yeah, all right. Whole label on the left side. Below whole is color legend for shot types. Done. Above the line is a legend for icons. That is true, but I do have a separate item for actually selecting what the icons are. I do technically have the legend. Where do I? That was also one of these. Icon legend, yeah. Let's do factor. Let's wrap it in some padding. Let's go symmetric. That's fine. Yeah. Make that look a little bit better. Label. That's all we pass is icon legend item, and that's down here. And so this is just this. Make those icons a little bit bigger. Make the text a little bit bigger. Yeah. All right, and more horizontal padding. How's 12 look? Doesn't change. All right, we can roll with 12. Okay, so we got a legend. Trying to think about what order I want to do this stuff in. Update all icons. Yeah, updating the icons, I guess that'll be part of actually thinking about whether I'm actually going to include certain things. All right, distance is text. So on each shot chip, we have text above that returns a distance. Individual distance label, wrap, release icon, distance band. Where is distance band at? distance. Here we go. All right. Short, medium, or long. So if D return nothing, let's see if that fixes putts. Yeah, so they go away. That's perfect. That was my intention there. Okay. I don't really want to return. I guess why not just do this? Well, I guess I could use distance band just to make sure that it's hidden. Well, no, I can do that up here too. If dist is greater than 0. And then we throw this here. This goes here. And then what if we just do distance? What was it just? Distance exists. I calculated it there. Oh. Yeah, the apostrophes would work. Yeah, okay. That looks better. Make it a little bit bigger. We'll drop the font size down. Make sure we throw a color. And then, yeah, converting, showing feet versus meters is going to be important here too. Okay. All right, yeah, I think that's better. And then we won't show it for putts. So I think distance is good there. And then icons. Where am I? Scramble, distance. Release icon, miss icon, landing icon. Haha. What do I call landing icon? How do we call it? If zone is not empty, icon, landing icon. Okay. So that's what this one is. Rectangle is fairway. Yeah, I feel like I really should be using the same symbols that I use over there, just to keep things consistent, which should be pretty easy to do. And where do I do that at? Deep stats management, round management, whole breakdown card. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Driving graphic, green and regulation graphic. Which is this, return driving graphic, shot data, par. Okay, so I can probably actually probably get away with this. Let's go. We can just keep those in here. This is fine. Return shot landing graphic. Let's go string shot. And then this will just be shot. I think I should be able to do this. Round display graphics. Beautiful. All right, and that returns a string. Yeah.
I'm trying to be back.
All right, so instead of showing the landing icons here, I'm going to try and replace these in the bottom left corner with the same graphics that I'm using over here. Now, what do I need for shot? This should be individual hole landing. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be our landing, and then that means I can get rid of a lot of these, which would be great. So let's go up to, do I need, rough upward arrow indicates fairway. I think this is fine. I'm going to leave them. Let's go back up here. And for right now, I'm going to remove fairway rough penalty What is FT? Footing? Is that what that means? I definitely don't need fairway rough or penalty. Path. What did that mean? So we got certain, and these are release angles, hyzer flat and hyzer and roller. Okay, so I've got a release angle. I guess definitely fairway rough, penalty, those are gone. What else was I returning here? C1, C2, fairway rough, penalty. Location on is default. C1, C2. That is... What does my shot data look like? What I'm wondering is, let's do a reset real quick. When you land in circle 1, am I getting C1 or am I getting the distance? Landings is fairway. I'm getting the distance. That's important. So let's go back here. So I'm not using landing icon anymore. We'll get rid of this. Down here, we need to have a if all labels dot C2 put options contains shot. Okay. And here we're going to go if all labels dot C1 put options contains shot. And then, yeah, we're going to do this, this, that. So that'll get rid of those. So now what the heck was path? I don't know. Other icons. What else were we displaying up here? Where are we at? Where are we at? That's the legend. Further up? Still further up? No, too far. I went too far. Where are those if statements at? Down here. Yeah. All right, so release icon. I do also need to be consistent with this. How should I do that? I don't feel like there's actually, I guess we can look at this. I won't spoil this too much, but we got graphics. Whole lot of just fairway hits. Whole lot of defaulting, I should say. Which what we should do here is instead of fairway graphic, let's go with empty graphic. What does empty graphic look like? Blank. Oh. Why were those not? Okay, disregard. There are a lot of things I like about the way this looks. empty graphic. And then what is round display whole graphics? Round display whole graphics, what is empty graphic? Return blank. So let's go back up here. Yeah, we can do it up here. Final shot landing graphic equals return shot landing graphic needs to equal this. All right. If shot landing graphic equals round display empty graphic, well, no, that's fine. That's what I need. That'll just save me some headache here. And then down here we can go shot landing graphic equals round display graphics dot empty graphic. Or no. Sorry. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Are we okay with that? Yeah, there we go. Should I do basket? Because I do get the parked label there. Let's do a basket one. Else if shot is equal to all labels dot basket return. Do I have a round display for basket? I was gonna say surely not. We can add one though. Static const basket graphic is equal to assets dot basket dot png, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Graphics dot basket graphic. Do I get baskets now? No, I did just create the variable, so that's probably not going to work. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I feel like we're taking steps in the right direction here. Back to diving into these icons. And I do always have the option, like I can do what I did with these, just to make them look a little bit bigger, pull them up on the screen. With these graphics, is I can actually make the graphics myself and load them in. There's not an issue with doing that. It just takes a little more time. So I'm trying to come up with some more creative ways. I would like to show release angles and flight paths on the shot types. So, you know, how am I going to do that? It's a good question. It is a good question. If flight path is not empty, I'm just showing the chart. So that's what that chart is just to indicate that a flight path exists, but I'm not showing what it is. Miss icon, where's miss icon at? Distance band I'm not using, so we're gonna get rid of that. Miss icon. Why are we not even showing? If miss dot contains. Why am I getting a list string? Miss. Is it a string? I guess it can be multiple ones. That's correct. Where are we at? Here we go. Deep stats labels dot missed release angle. Missed wrong disk. I think there was an album. Or no, it was a record. Come on, I know there was. Where did I just use it at? I used it in another one of these graphics. It's this guy. Flight path graphic. Text cell. Where's Miss Graphic? Radio button. Ah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so I like the way I'm showing misses. That's fine. That is fine. The release angles is a tricky one. The graphics do take up quite a bit of space. They should probably go above. I like the icons. The icons are good. Clear symbol. Yeah, so all gray is putts. If they went in the basket, then we mark it. Thinking. What should I do about release angles? Like I can just show a tilted disc, but the issue is that I'm not. It's going to get confusing. Like I can distinguish between forehands and backhands, but it's not really going to work. It's not really going to work. Because if you have a forehand and a backhand right next to each other in the hyzer, I can either make the hyzer release angle the same, which then doesn't actually look like what the forehand versus backhand would look like, or I can mirror them to make them look like what they actually look like, but then it almost looks like two different release angles, even though it's the same because you're throwing backhand versus forehand. What to do about the release angles? That and flight paths. Like missed graphics are good right now. Landing areas are good. I want to reorganize them, change sizing and layout and stuff, but I'm trying to just nail down what the visuals are actually going to look like. I like showing the distances there. And everything seems to be set up well enough to where if it doesn't exist, it just is hidden, which is perfect. So if someone doesn't log distances, then it just doesn't show, which is awesome. There's really low-hanging fruit, like this reordering the layout, changing those score containers down below. But I'm trying to take care of the hard stuff first, which is how do I convey release angles and flight paths in a very small area. Should I just not show them? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not show release angles, and I'm just gonna type out the flight paths. I think I'm gonna get too cute trying to make symbols work for this, and it's not gonna go well. So that path was flight path. Footing makes sense, and we'll mess with that one too. All right, so for this, right now, I'm not going to show release angle. So that's going to go away. For flight path, this is going to be its own thing down here. Let's just go string return flight path abbreviation string path, and then this is just going to be a whole series of, I need all the flight paths. There's 11 of them, I think. If path equals deep stats labels dot flat straight flight path return, yeah, so 11 of these. Oh, so we got flat to stable flight path, we got flex flight path, we got turnover, I've got hyzer flip, we've got pushing hyzer, I've got spike hyzer, we've got low skip, got roller. Man, I'm getting all these. I know what they all are. It's like I coded this stuff. I'm dumber. All right. So here we're just going to return flat, stable. I'm going to hope that this is hyzer. Hope that these all fit. Or no. This one's hyzer. This one's flip. This is spike, skip, roll, overhand, and thumb. Okay. All right, and then I'm not even calling whole summary. Oh no, I did get rid of this. This is my new container. Okay. Yeah, no issue with that. Where's my flight path? Down here somewhere. Score. Miss. Shot. Landing graphic. Somewhere. Oh, I didn't have one. Okay. Text. Come down here. Come on. Return flight path abbreviation. Flight path. Okay, so no label. We got rid of release angle. I want landing zone to be up top. That's gonna take up that much space. We might as well make them a little bit bigger. since nothing else is going to fit next to it anyways. That means that in my legend up above, where is it at? Icon legend, we're getting rid of release angles for now. And so then I think it's really just going to be a question of, do I want to show a legend for misses? Maybe I don't even want to do that. Let's do a reset. So this is what we're at right now. Here, I guess we can, just while we're at it, we can go for as much of a unique, as much of a change as possible. I like putting all the changes in and then updating it once just to see the difference. It's fun that way, drastic changes. I'll leave this as is for now. Width doesn't matter. And then instead of the row, yeah, let's just let's get rid of these. Let's do that. Let's refactor and remove that. I just get the container for score color. We get difference. Okay. I want total and par. Yeah. Int user score, int par. And then here we'll use the colors that I already have in the app. So if score equals 1, return poll colors dot ace color. If user score minus par 2. Do I have that right? Albatross is 3 strokes better, so it'd be 2 on a par 5. So if user score is less than, so if par is 5, par minus 2 would be 3, so user score would have to be 2 or less. Yeah. If user score is less than par minus 1, return eagle. If user score is equal to par minus 1, return birdie. Par. If user score is equal to par plus 1, return bogey color. I missed a parentheses there. If equal to par plus 2. Yeah, I mean, I could just do that, I guess. I guess that makes sense. Is less than or equal to par minus 3. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to get rid of this. And I don't think I really need greater than or equal to 0. No, I don't think we need that. Text can just be equal to total. Oops. Yeah. Total, and then score color here, this gets total and par. Okay, so now, what all did we do? We took some things out of the legend, updated orders of graphics, we got rid of release angle, we have text now for the flight path down below, and then we updated these containers to match scores. So this is what it looks like currently, and then we'll do a reset, and then we'll see what it looks like now. Okay. Do I pass on shot chip? Do we pass a width? We do. I get a whole width. So I'm kind of thinking we go, like if I do size box and width times 0.9. Wrap alignment center, but it's not centered. Is text align here? It is. Yeah, if I make it center there we go. Okay, just trying to make sure that they're all on their own line. So making the width close to the full width of the container is enough to do that. So now all the flight paths are on their own line. Landings could still be a little bit bigger. We'll go incremental changes now. Is this a 2 under round? Is that right? 2 down? Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't love the colors at the moment. I do wish they were a little bit more bright. Within the container here, I guess it's really a opacity issue, right? That's the issue here. Yeah. Do black borders look better? Let's try it. I think so. All right, we're gonna roll with the black borders. Let's get rid of this nonsense then. Make them even a little bit more vivid. The red is almost too much. Cherry red is too much. Maybe a red orange. Let's do a reset there, see if we can notice the difference. No, I didn't do it. I do have to keep in mind that the graphics themselves are, yeah, the orange is too similar. Maybe a yellow. I have an amber, right? Yeah. Just to make that look distinct enough. Okay, that's not bad. So for most people, it's going to be green and blue. Green for backhand, blue for forehand. Let's make the... Still a few things to figure out here. Yeah, still a few. All right, we're going to go for drastic changes again. Let's make the shot chips wider. I still have my list that I'm just not even going off of right now just because I'm seeing the stuff in front of me too. Whole score chip. Yeah, diff is not even used. I don't think scramble is used. Yeah, it's not. Penalties isn't used either. It could be. That is something I could include eventually, because I'm not really putting it in there right now. Like, there were no penalties here. That is important to note. Penalties should go on the chips themselves. Is that something I actually even log right now? I don't think it is. I don't think I log penalties. think I have it in my stat breakdown. I know that I do. But I'm never actually logging the penalties. We log misses. But never penalties. So I guess like just to test that here, let's go to a new round. Let's go on hole 1. We're gonna land in the fairway. Backhand, you know, whatever. This is fine. Next shot. So like the score is gonna work. Everything's gonna work okay here. We'll land in C1, forehand, flat. Sure. And then the putt can land in the basket. Oh. You just okay. Well, we got a new error. That'll be one to figure out. Yeah, I need it to actually tell me where it happens though. How come it's not printing the whole thing? Shot entry widget state. Life cycle not mounted. Because I just need to add that mounted. All right, this might be a question for ChatGPT. Can't believe I'm not accounting for penalties right now. I'm getting this Flutter error. How do I get the full error print to show any debug? Logging tab. Flutter DevTools logging console. Is this what I need? I don't know what this is. Navigation. I don't think this is helping me. What are my other options? Demangle. Yeah, I need to, I don't know the widget causing it. All right, we'll try adding these to main and give me a full reset here. I will go eliminate this, but man, I am gonna have to figure out how I got to get penalties in there. Unless I'm just forgetting that I did this somehow and it actually works fine. All right, penalty, fairway. Next. That didn't even give me the print. I added the below to void main. Still getting the debug truncated. What existing error handler? Ah, okay. Sure. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. All right, fairway. Oh, back. Penalty fairway. C1, basket. Wants me to just run it. Fine. Let me go delete this stuff. Let's stop it. We'll do that. Go to terminal. Flutter run. I'll probably go for another 20 minutes or so. I expected to get more progress on this, but clear symbol for putting and in the basket, which we did. Putting is always gray. I do need to add additional symbols for that though. I did this. Did remove scramble metrics for now. Par below hole, yep. Still need to update all the fonts. Okay. We'll wait and see what this gets me real quick. Seriously? Can try the verbose, I guess. Maybe that'll work better. I don't know. Can hope. Can hope. Always glad to find the bugs, but it doesn't mean it's still not a little bit annoying when I'm working on something else and one pops up and I can't focus on the thing I'm actually working on until I fix the bug. Can't have it be crashing. Oh, penalties, man. Let's add that to the list for sure. Okay. Please give me the full print output. This is annoying. I don't remember what to do here. Let's go Flutter run again. We'll see if this actually works. I'll be right back while this is running. Man. Okay. Yeah, maybe once I fix this bug, we'll take a pause. Could go update fonts really quick or something. But... Okay, pretty please. Capital R is restart. Okay, in case I need it. Penalty, C1, basket. Shot entry widget state. Yeah, okay. Is it logging this one? Tis. Set state. Yeah, we're just gonna throw that, I guess, above all of them. And I guess we'll see if this fixes the issue. Okay, maybe. Hot restart. And then let's erase and let's try it again. Shot entry widget state. Mounted property of this object before calling set state. I added if mounted return above every set state in that class, like so. I am still getting the error. Parent widget that creates parent that creates shot entry widget. That is from a deep round scorecard. I don't know, this is a lot. Pivot is the only reference of it in the parent widget. This is called below category. Throwing categories. Visible throwing categories includes the road containing shot entry widget. sign into widget state dispose have. Is there a dispose here? Version 1, there is no. Doesn't exist. Okay. Great. So what now? I try this. Sure, yeah. All right, let me do this then. Does that actually fix the issue? No. Just adding the below into widget state did not fix the issue. On provide reset. Super init state. It's not on the scorecard, is it? Is it there? Is that what he's talking about? Must be. Hey, we're open to try it at this point. We're definitely open to try it here. Erase round, confirm. Penalty, C1. Basket. Set state, cancel the timer, stop listening, check the mounted property. Well, I mean, I guess we're doesn't seem to like that there. Dismiss, set state. Scorecard options button. Throw it there maybe. New whole par, I don't really care about. Round is over, I don't really care about. care about this. Confirm button. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I doubt that did anything either, but all right. This is annoying me. We're not doing that anymore. Let's run it up here again. And it's only happening when penalty happens, which makes very little sense. Call stack. Source control. Outline dependencies. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. I mean, I guess we can confirm that, right? Let's just go fairway. Let's go C1. Let's go basket. Works fine. Penalty, though. Oh. Why is it working now? Now I can't recreate the issue. Did I fix it? Surely that's not what happened. I guess we can go back while I'm doing this to try and recreate it fully. All right, we're gonna say I fixed it. Now it seems to be working no problem. Finish round. Here we go. Here's a new error. All right, round display state. Round display 187. Single round deep calculations. That's where the issues happen. And 333. All misses. Shot. If hole is not equal to null. Null check operator used on a null value. Interesting. If for shot equals 1, shot is less than or equal to hole. So shot miss key. How do we get past this point then? Hole length, all shots data, 333. I am confused. Print all shots data. Hole, sure, whatever. Give me a reset. Get the same error. All right. Did I get a print? I did. 1 shot type. Shot miss key didn't exist. Shot exists. Hole is equal to. Let's ask ChatGPT. Does the below line crash if deep stats labels dot deep stats settings shot miss key doesn't exist within the map? Map lookup returns null, then that kicks in, replacing it with an empty string. What is shot? Is shot my issue? Shot info. Give me that, I guess. Null. That is getting to be null. How? I guess print the data again. No, just print the data. All shots data. Shot info. Two doesn't exist. I see. So the number that I'm inserting is a stroke number, not a shot number. Yeah. That tracks. That tracks. Okay. This is going to be maybe a problem for off video, but we're going to break it down right now so I don't forget. Detailed stat data. Shot numbers goes by strokes, not throws, which crashes on penalties. So I've got to fix that. And then I need a way to log when a shot incurred a penalty. And then update calculations accordingly, because wasn't I in my calculations, was I not logging this? Penalties? Totally was. If penalty shot locations contain shot. Which what was shot here? Is a number? Penalty shot locations. So I was creating that up here. That returns a shot count. Oh, I see what I was doing. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. Penalty shot locations. So maybe I don't. Maybe I am already doing, where does this exist at? Single round deep calculations, okay. Parse putt coordinates. Return, here we go. Return penalty shots. Okay. So this is returning actual shot numbers. So it's integers. Integers is what I'm returning. Is that what I think I'm passing up here? It needs to be its own map. Deep hole. This. Okay, so I don't need a way to log when a shot incurred a penalty. I already have the information. So I need to make sure that when I'm saving shot numbers, it's by throw count and not stroke count to avoid the crash on penalties. And then deep hole breakdown map needs new argument for penalty locations to pass so they can be shown. Okay, so this should be two pretty specific issues. And I think that I'm really only passing, let's go back and go to the round that's not going to crash for me. I'm not even showing penalties on this, right? So this is the only thing I'm going to show penalties on. I'm not showing it on this either, but those are the only two things that are getting passed. Go down to my return. Deep hole breakdown map. Yeah. It's for the timeline and for the composite shot quality, and I don't care about that one. Not at the moment, at least. We can address that as needed, but yeah. Because I'm not even, I think, in my deep hole breakdown, what do we call penalties a couple times? Penalties is equal to this number here. So that would become a list integer that we could then pass to all of these whole score chip. I don't even use that in here, right? And I'm not going to show it on there either. We're only going to show it penalty graphic, yeah. So I assign it here. So I just need to, at some point in my calculations, I'm just totaling all the penalties. I need to just save the locations. And then that's what I can pass to this. And then I can show a little red flag for individual items here, which would be great. This is close. This is really close. Obviously, I still had fonts and stuff to go through. We're going to make the boxes larger. So I guess I'm going to go out of order a little bit here. Shown. And then we're going to update composite wheel graphic as necessary. And then more timeline fixes. Improve icon layout, including penalties, user score box to have same width as others, increase container size on color legend. We can leave that as is for now. It's fine. Fonts and everything else is in my original list. Okay. So maybe this will happen off video, but the hot item for me now is to get these penalty things working. And then once that's in, I can go back to the visual graphic changes. But definitely got thrown for a little bit of loop there. We fixed the one set state issue that was crashing, the shot logging, so that's great. Didn't even quite finish a full graphic today, but definitely better than it was looking previously. So we'll keep plugging away. Stuff always gets in the way. Always takes longer than I think it's going to. How long can go? My capture froze. I didn't even realize it. I don't think too crazy long ago, but this is what the widget looks like now. I was making notes on some additional stuff to improve, scrolling through, looking at where I was actually calling penalties. And I have a function that breaks them down using the shot data that would get logged during a normal C1x round anyways. So long-winded, poorly worded. Progress is made. Maybe we'll see in the next one. Thanks.